Hey everybody, welcome back to another movie review. As I said in the Silent Twins video that I was going to be watching two movies today. First one being the Silent Twins and now Pearl. This is a prequel to X, which came out earlier this year. And before we get into the review, I actually have a very fun little story to tell you about X. Uh, First off, I haven't seen the movie. So I walked into Pearl without any prior knowledge as to what happened. The only thing that I can guess is that in X, Mia Goth is the bad guy. That's the only thing I can guess based on the trailers from Pearl. Um, but the story that I want to tell you is that I can't tell you how it went down, but I almost or I did audition for X. I remember this because when the trailer came out for X, I immediately remembered seeing an audition form for this particular story about people meeting up, making a porno, um, and it's set in a horror type setting. I remember all that, and I remember the title also because I remember it had a very unique title at the time, and it was indeed X. So when the trailer first for X came out, I immediately remember that, oh shit, I think that I auditioned for this or something. I don't quite remember if I put in the form or not, but I do remember seeing it on some kind of, I think it was backstage.com or something. I forget, um, but just a fun little thing I wanted to tell you guys. Um, but, uh, but yeah, so I just got out of Pearl, and uh, I liked it. I liked it. That's the short version is that I liked it. Um, it's not as good as some people are making it out to be. I've been seeing some pretty good responses for it. If you have seen the trailer, it gives away the best parts, like when she's having sex with the scarecrow and other stuff like that. Yeah, like I wish that I didn't see the trailer because it spoiled some of the movie's best moments. Uh, so, um, and it is a little by the numbers in terms of slashers, and it's a pretty predictable movie for the most part. You can see everything coming, like who's going to end up getting killed and all this and that. But the two things that made it worthwhile was its atmosphere. I love this throwback to old classic horrors. That's the kind of horrors that usually get to me the most, that type of atmosphere, or more subtle type horrors, not the jump scary types, or the ones that the mainstream type of horrors that we get nowadays. It's stuff like this that usually gets under my skin, and um, it wasn't playing in that kind of effect. It was much more comical, more parody like, and the film knows this. Like, it's not like it's a problem. I thought it was at first. Like when I was watching it, I was like, "This feels like a parody. Is this an issue?" But it actually is the point. Like with the exaggerated colors and some of the exaggerated kills. Like, the film is making it aware to you that yeah, this is what we're trying to do, and this is the feelings that you are having are correct. Um, um, so I really like just the tone. I love this throwback. Even if it was for comical, comedic effect, and if it was more exaggerative, it still worked. I thought it was very fun, tonally speaking. Um, and the other thing that I really liked was Mia Goth. I think she stole the show. I thought she put in a very, very committed performance. Um, she has such an expressive face. Like when she screams, you're like what the you know what I mean? Like she has like that type of face where she totally sells the creepy app factor. Like when her face does something like this, like it's creepy. Um, and her acting ability is just solid. I thought she just killed it in this movie, literally and metaphorically. So, um, yeah, I thought she was the best thing of the movie. I loved her performance. Her character is okay. It's not that rich of a character. It pretty much boils down to your typical, you know, serial killer and slasher type origins. Like, oh, bad childhood, or oh, bad upbringing, or bad environment. It's just kind of kind of a, like, okay, it's kind of a whatever type, but her performance sold it. She just killed it, like, every scene. I was especially like, there's this one scene where it's literally just her, in frame, and it's just, I think it plays for like a good 10 minutes, and the whole time you're like invested, one of those like one shot types. um um I like the cinematography as well. I liked the just the one little thing. I really liked the title cards, the way that they played to like old school, like 50s and like 40s to 50s type horror movies, or movies of that era. I really like that they played around with the aesthetic, and really committed to that kind of aesthetic, throughout, not even just from the editing and just from the way they utilize music throughout the movie. They give very much plays to that old timey type, and it works. It works. Um, but like I said, it's a predictable story. Like, where everything's going. It's not that hard to figure out. Um, and it could feel a bit redundant. Like, it's like, okay, we're waiting for her to kill this person, we're waiting for her to kill this person. It's just like, a lot of weight. There's a good point in the movie where it's like, you're just kind of like, okay, get to the kill, get to the kill. Um, because like I said, the characters are not really that interesting. It's the performances make up for it. I actually really liked Pearl's mother also. I thought she was really good. She had a one scene with Pearl that I thought just she nailed. Um, but um, in terms of a movie, in terms of its overall package, it's okay. It's not. I mean, it helps that Mia Goth puts in such a great performance, um, and that the style is just fun. I like this throwback. I like the fact that we're throwing it back to old school, old timey types in the like 40s, 50s type aesthetic. I love that. I just wish the story was a little bit more creative. I know that they wrote this while filming X, and they just kind of threw it together. So it just feels very small. I feel like there's a little bit more that could have been presented, especially in developing developing the character of Pearl. I would have liked a little bit more development for her, because I mean, she's delusional, she's narcissistic, but I wanted more. I wanted more from her. More layers to her versus just the obvious. Um, upon seeing her character. Um, so uh, it's fun. Even if it is predictable, like, even though how everything is gonna play out, like, you can hit, all the beats, like, okay, this kill's coming, this coming, this is coming. Like, it's predictable, and it's a bit hollow in its developments, but it has a charm to it, and like I said, some very committed performances. Like, Mia Goth, like, I'm telling you, she did a really good job in this. I think she was one of my favorite performances of the year. I'm not kidding, because I love how expressive that she is in this movie. Like, when she does these crazy faces like this, she sells it, and you really are like put back. Um, so yeah, it's not that great, narratively speaking, but it has some really good performances in it, and aesthetically it's good to look at, and tonally speaking, it's kind of fun. Um so I mean, I I don't know if I would recommend it in a theater. I mean, maybe catch it on like a streaming service. Um but it's not the I'll put it this way, like, I don't think it's worth $15. I think it's like worth a rental price. Not saying it's bad, but I don't think that it's worth that much. It's a it's like a very B type movie. It's not like, oh, it has like these high concepts and all this kind of stuff. It knows that it's very, you know, subdued, very small. Um but I wish, in them knowing that they played a little bit more, creatively speaking, because they kind of just like, all right, this is the concept, this is what we're doing, and that's it. They didn't really put too much more, package more thematically speaking, and really make that story more rich and more more tense, you know, because the tension wasn't really felt either. I didn't really feel scared or anything. Um, but like I said, it has its moments and its charm. It's aesthetically pleasing. I love the tone. I love that we're throwing it back to old school Hollywood and, you know, the classic horrors. And the performances are really good. I really like Mia Goth in this. Like, really, really liked her in this. So yeah, it's decent. It's decent. That's the best word for it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Pearl. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys let me know your thoughts on Pearl. Did you guys like it? And if you saw X, would you guys recommend it? Because maybe I'll check it out. Because I know that they're doing a trilogy now with Maxine. I think that's what it's called. I have no idea who Maxine is, but you guys let me know. Is X worth it, or should I just avoid it? Just let me know. That's it for this review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more reviews. I'm telling you, we're just going to be pumping out reviews on this channel, so look out for them when they come out. So yeah. That's it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.